The United States has launched massive precision airstrikes on 3 of Iran's key nuclear facilities, effectively obliterating them, according to President Donald Trump. These strikes follow a wave of Iranian missile attacks that hit multiple locations across Israel, including Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Israeli officials confirmed that around 30 missiles managed to breach the nation's defense systems, hitting areas in the north and central regions. At least 16 casualties have been reported so far. Air raid sirens blared across several cities as Israel's Iron Dome and other defense systems attempted to intercept the incoming threats. Images from the ground reveal extensive damage caused by the Iranian strikes. In an official address from the White House, President Trump warned that any future attacks by Iran would be met with even greater force. He stated, "Tonight, the U.S. military has successfully carried out precision strikes on 3 major nuclear facilities belonging to the Iranian regime at Natanz and Isfahan. These are names the world has heard for years as they built a devastating and dangerous nuclear capability. Our goal was clear: to dismantle Iran's nuclear enrichment infrastructure and eliminate the threat posed by the world's leading state sponsor of terror. I can now report that these objectives have been achieved with complete and total success. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now choose peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and far easier." For 40 years, Iran has chanted death to America, death to Israel. They have killed our people, maimed our soldiers with roadside bombs, and caused the deaths of hundreds of thousands across the Middle East and beyond. We remember those lost, including so many who died at the hands of General Qasem Soleimani. I made the decision long ago that this would not continue under my leadership. I also want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. We worked together as a team perhaps like no other. More developments are expected in the coming hours as the world watches this dramatic escalation unfold. President Donald Trump addressed the nation following a dramatic escalation in the Middle East, announcing that U.S. forces had carried out a highly successful series of precision strikes on 3 key Iranian nuclear facilities. According to Trump, the operation marks a turning point not just for regional stability, but for global security. This is unlike anything that has ever been done before, President Trump declared. "We've taken a major step toward erasing a terrible threat to Israel and the wider region." He expressed gratitude to the Israeli military for their coordination and praised American forces for their execution of the mission. "I want to congratulate the brave American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all members of the United States military involved in this operation, one the world hasn't seen in many decades. I hope we won't need their service in this capacity again, but if we must, we will be ready." Trump also extended special thanks to Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Kane, whom he called a spectacular general, and to Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth for their leadership in orchestrating the strikes. "This cannot continue," Trump warned. "There will either be peace, or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than what we've seen in the last 8 days." He emphasized that many targets remain and that the ones struck tonight were the most heavily fortified and lethal. The president made it clear, if peace does not follow, additional targets could be taken out in a matter of minutes. "No military in the world could have done what we did tonight, not even close," he stated. A Pentagon briefing led by General Kane and Secretary Hegseth is scheduled for 8 a.m. tomorrow. "I want to thank everyone involved, and above all, I want to thank God. We love you, God, and we love our great military. God bless the Middle East, God bless Israel, and God bless America." Targets hit: Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan. The 3 Iranian nuclear facilities destroyed in the strikes were: Fordo A, an underground uranium enrichment facility located about 100 kilometers, 60 miles, south of Iran, deeply buried in the mountains. Natanz A, a major uranium enrichment plant that had already suffered damage in past incidents, now reportedly completely obliterated. Isfahan, a uranium conversion facility and key part of Iran's nuclear fuel cycle. Fordow was considered the most challenging of the three. Located approximately 60 meters underground, the U.S. deployed GBU-57 massive ordnance penetrators, a bunker-busting bombs delivered by B-2 stealth bombers. 2 bombs were used per